So I recently saw a video with Zachary Levi, aka Shazam, and he was speaking pretty passionately about his new venture in Texas called Wildwood. Like many of us, Zach seems to be pretty concerned about AI's encroachment into the arts, and Wildwood is his vision, his dream to build a community that fosters human creativity. It's where we humans can go to create and share, inspire, and even thrive. And as someone who's also concerned about AI and who has family in the creative space, Zach's vision was both intriguing and timely for me. And after watching him speak and going to the website, I can tell you I'm all in. The arts, the music, film, animation, just storytelling in general, it's a prime target for AI. And the studios also seem pretty darn excited about AI, and it's easy to see why. I mean, Hollywood, the industry has been on life support for years. Over the past 10 years or so, they have remade or recycled the same IP over and over again, losing many of the original fans, or worse, just killing off beloved franchises. And I think the studios see AI as a way to save a buck or two. The problem is they have a bigger problem, which is they have completely forgotten how to tell good stories. And no AI can fix that. And in my opinion, if they were to go all in on AI, these once titans of industry that put out films like The Godfather, Training Day, and dare say The Green Lantern, they will become nothing more but tech companies. And if that happens, commercial entertainment is just dead. You know, our beloved Saturday morning cartoons, the ones I grew up on, animated films, music, and even real actors will just be replaced by some tech nerd typing a prompt into Sora or Vio. And when that happens, there will become this sameness in everything we listen to, everything we watch. It will be horrible. You know, just because we can do something doesn't mean we should. And we should be especially careful about using AI in the arts. This is a line we should be really careful in crossing. Those things, the arts, they're what define us. They're the language of our culture. They're what makes us human. They are what makes us, us. You know, we were born to create, and unlike AI, we are not limited by our training. Our imagination has no limitations. And while we may be inspired by other people's art, the output from us is based on personal pain, joy, heartbreak, love. These things are all inherently human. You know, when Taylor Swift sings, "We are never ever getting back together," we all get it. We've all been there. It is completely relatable. It's somehow in that moment, she gets us, we get her. And I can tell you right now, AI will never get you, at least not like Taylor Swift does. But you know, we are part of the AI problem. You know, all those prompts we type into Claude or ChatGPT, well, those prompts, the things we ask AI, they all go to improve the models. They make AI better. And on top of that, we actually pay for much of that access. So here's why we're part of the problem. We are actually every day paying for the privilege to improve the very thing that could eventually replace us. We are in essence the means of our own demise, and not just in the arts, right? So be really careful the next time you want to click on that ChatGPT icon. Think about, do I really need to do that? So what exactly can we do to push back on the AI tide? We need to protect human creative material. We need to put humans first. We need mechanisms in place to ensure that what we're listening to, what we're seeing, was made by a human and not by a prompt. At a minimum, we need choices. We can't just accept AI slop. We need to be able to pick and choose what we want to listen to. And I think most of us would pick the non-AI option. In my opinion, that's what Zach's trying to do here. He's trying to create a place for us, create a place for humans to create and inspire. And I think his dream needs to be realized and expanded upon. So if you can support him, support him. If you can't, then do your own thing. But we all need to help. And while you're at it, You should listen to Justine Bateman. She's been throwing up warning flares about AI for quite some time. And like Zach, she knows of what she speaks. They are both on the front lines fighting for the soul of the artistic community. And we just haven't been paying as much attention as they have. But we need to start. And I, for one, do not want to live in an AI dystopia. I do not want to live in Blade Runner world. And I truly hope AI is more a bubble than boon, but it's far too early to know. The economic and ethical impacts of AI are really scary. And the impacts to our culture are downright frightening. And I think at some point, we're going to need to draw some lines in the sand, whether it's at a societal level or even at a personal level. And I think that's what Zach's trying to do here with Wyldwood. He's trying to create a place for our poets, our musicians, our artists, our entertainers, the storytellers of our time. And we need to protect that because storytelling, our storytellers, good storytelling, good storytellers, it's timeless. And it's how we pass down our culture, our memories, our experiences. It's how we relate to each other. And it's inherently human. And I, for one, really, really hope it stays that way. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to our next conversation.